What's happening, y'all? I hope y'all was profitable today. If you were profitable, get at me in the comments. Let me know what stock you traded. Let me know what made you enter that trade, right? And let me know what's your favorite pattern. I want to hear all about it. Let me know in the comments. In this video, I'm going to go over NVIDIA and a couple other stocks. So y'all stick with me so y'all could get y'all profits tomorrow. First, I'm going to lead off with the biggest gapper, right? The biggest gapper in pre-market was AVA, right? AeroVironment, AVA in post-market is up $15. This is a big move play. So what you could do as soon as the market opened, this company probably reported some big news or whatever. So as soon as market opened, you could do a call option. Now, if you want to play it safe, that first candle is probably going to shoot up like crazy. If you want to play it safe, I would probably play the first candle because it is leaving this big gap behind, and sometimes it can go to fill that gap right away. So that's the biggest mover if you want to play that gap. I might play this gap. I might play another stock gap. And then once I get out, I'm going to be looking after 5 to 15 minutes for another stock to get in and trade that one. All right. So we done with the biggest gapper. Let me go over a couple other stocks and show y'all what's up. So y'all know I like to look at AMD. We going to pull it out on AMD and see what's going on. So of course, in the MACD, you see we red. It's heading down. So it looked like we could be going down, but let's look at the play. It looked like we got some down pressure right here because he's got some wicks. So I see the wicks. I see some downward pressure. We got a gap here. We got a gap here. So it's all giving me bearish motion, right? Now let's look at the chart pattern. On the chart pattern, we got what you could consider a head and shoulders, which means bearish. But if that don't look like a head and shoulders, we also got a double top. Double top. So we got some gaps, we got a head and shoulders, we got double top. It's right here at this level of, it's right here at the level of support. So it's probably going to flush right down as soon as the market open. But let me look at another time frame and see what's up. All right, so we on the 5 minute. We got AMD on the 5 minute, and it looks pretty much the same. We got a bunch of tops up here with some long wicks. So it looked like that was a resistance level. Another one, we done crossed over this line right here, and we're in the red. So it looks like AMD is going down tomorrow, right? So let's draw some support resistance levels. We got this a long wick right here, so we're gonna call that support. We're gonna call this support because it was a gap. And then our next level of support, strong level of support, I might even over. So we look at any of these areas for take profit zones. It could drop lower, it could go to fill that gap, but we play it as short as possible. And if it look like it's going back in the other direction, take some off the top or take profit. All right, so we're gonna go to the next stock. Also on the daily chart, this is additional confirmation that the daily chart, looking at this one candle, there's a lot of pressure pushing the stock down, right? We got a lot of resistance with this long wick. So AMD looks like it's definite a bearish play tomorrow, but let pre-market let you know what's happening. And even if you feel confident on your trade, don't just jump in right away, right? All right, so we looking at NVIDIA. And the reason why I'm looking at NVIDIA is because if y'all want to trade NVIDIA, you could trade it. But if you want to trade AMD, it's also good to know what the leading stock in that sector is trading like, right? So if we look at NVIDIA on the daily chart, we got this long wick, which means it's a lot of pressure to the downside, right? It's a lot of selling pressure. So let's look at it in another time frame, zoom in and see what's really happening. So on the 5-minute chart, if you look at the 5-minute chart, we got, I don't really see too much of a pattern, but I do see on the MACD, it crossed this line and it's all red, right? Boom. So look like NVIDIA might be going down. We got this gap right here. It could go down to fill that gap tomorrow, right? So let's draw some resistance levels where we want to take profit, right? We look like we currently at a resistance level, so it could go up, right? But we gonna call that a resistance level. We're gonna call that a resistance level, and closing the gap is a resistance level. Those are take profit zones for NVIDIA. If it's a put option, like I think it's gonna be, that should take profit zones for NVIDIA tomorrow, right? All right, man, so I gave you AMD, I gave you NVIDIA, and I gave you the largest gapper. What I might do tomorrow, I'll probably do the trade live or whatever, but what I might do tomorrow, I might trade that large gap. I might trade the first candle on that large gap and then look at NVIDIA on a put option going down tomorrow. So I might trade that one stock on a large gap up and then trade NVIDIA going down. Pre-market will really let me know what's happening. I might do a trade live, I might not. But either way it go, y'all gonna see me back around this time tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe.